Hey everybody, welcome back to Neal Podcast.
What's up,
This is
everybody?
Neal and I'm Neal,
What's going on?
and
We're back.
we're here. We are here.
Yes, we are.
We're here. So last night, not a big NBA guy, but I like drama. So what was it? A couple years ago, Draymond Green and Jordan Poole.
Yes, yeah, Jordan Poole.
Yeah, they got into a little tussle.
Yeah,
At
I
at
remember
practice.
hearing it was like I remember hearing it be like the dumbest story about two teammates fighting.
Right, and I think let me see. I want to make sure I'm giving the.
So like, here's the story that I remember. You tell me as you're looking this up.
Yeah.
Like, so Jordan was talking about, I think he had just signed some deal or was getting a bonus or something like that. And he was talking about in this house he was gonna make it pool. He was gonna get a pool and he was gonna put like Jordan in the middle of it, and so it'd be his Jordan pool. And he just kept making this dumbass joke, and just where the punchline was Jordan, like his pool was gonna be his Jordan pool, or he was gonna get 23 put in the pool and have it be his Jordan pool. And so Draymond gets tired of that fucking joke, tells him to shut the hell up, and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna keep going with this." And apparently from there, Draymond was like, "Nah, I'm gonna shut you up."
Well, yeah. So I think it was Adrian Wojnarowski from
Yeah.
ESPN. I think that's who said apparently the video. So I didn't see the video of the incident until yesterday. But
Okay.
yeah, like Draymond gets up and pulls face. Poole shoves him back. Teammates are already kind of starting, I think, to get close, and then Draymond hits him with a Balrog Street Fighter 2 right hand, bam, and
He
hits
slides halfway across the court.
Dude, he hits him with like a full 20-foot reach of a punch, and it's lights
Oh
out.
yeah, he folded right up against the wall. She's just like.
But
like,
I think I saw on Twitter that Adrian, I think it was him from ESPN, or I don't know which affiliate he's with now, but apparently it was Steph Curry who leaked the video of the punch that happened
really?
in practice. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not shocked. Only reason I'm not shocked is because I don't think Steph really has wanted Draymond off this team for the longest time.
You think he's wanted him off the team?
Yes. I mean, because look at just this year alone. How many times Draymond's gotten suspended? He's on he got suspended 3 times in 2 weeks. They put him on an indefinite suspension, and then just like another 2 weeks ago, he gets suspended again for talking shit to he gets kicked out of a game again for talking shit to the refs. And so it's just like, and this is a game that they needed to win because apparently they're like, I think they're with the way the standings are, they're like kind of on the bubble with
to do the play-in or whatever it is,
something like that.
Yeah.
And so it's like you've got this dude on your team who's volatile, who's constantly just he's such a hothead. He's a fucking detriment to the team at any point in time. He can literally blow up a situation. Like, why would you want that on your team?
Well, and I mean,
it hurts Steph's image to come out publicly and say something. He can't do that. Now he's a shitty teammate.
Yeah, but if you, okay.
Did he ever expect to come back to him? No. I figure he did it. Maybe he gets traded because you can't have your teammates knocking out each other during practice.
But leaking a private practice video, doesn't that kind of look bad across your whole team? Like, you can't trust him to not put some shit out on social media. Like, if you do anything.
Yeah. He's definitely, his reputation hurts, but it's like, you think the Warriors, hold on. If it comes down to Draymond or Steph, who you think they getting rid of?
I mean, I get it. I'm just saying, like, he's been a pivotal part to their dynasty of championships.
But he's also cost them the finals, because remember whenever he got suspended for those games, like was it in the playoffs or in the finals where he got suspended for 2 games?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he's not there, do you even get to the finals?
I mean, okay, so do you want the guy on your team who's going to get you to the finals and then blow it up for you, or do you just not want the guy on the team at all?
I'd rather get to the finals, I think, with whoever I've got. Like, I mean, the only thing I can think back to on it is like back in the '90s when it was Rodman with the Bulls, he was always getting into stuff, but
Yes. Hold on.
yeah.
Very key difference here. Rodman never he was always there for the game. Like, he always showed up when it mattered. So for Rodman, like, when he never got kicked out of a game when it really mattered. He never really like, all of his suspensions were not for him, like well, most of his suspensions. Most of his suspension was all off the court stuff. Very only a few times when he tripped over, I think that one
Yeah,
photographer and
I
kicked him in the
I
nuts.
remember a couple times that he had I mean, I'm sure you can YouTube Dennis Rodman hits on the court, but, like, he was not
You didn't have to worry about him, like, getting, like, something happening in the game, him blowing up and getting kicked out.
well, I think I think well, I wonder how differently his career would have went had he not been playing with Jordan. Because I think Jordan was like, "Listen, if you're going to be here and you do any of this shit, I'll make sure you're gone." Because
No,
you knew
no,
Jordan could get
no,
rid of anybody he
no,
wanted.
but here's the thing, though, if The Last Dance, Jordan didn't give a shit as long as he showed up when it mattered.
That's what I'm saying.
Because, like, on The Last Dance, he was like, he was gonna be gone for 3 days. Phil knew he needed it. I was pissed, but I knew that if he was there, we were good. And
right.
so Jordan said, "Screw," because even Jordan was like, "Well, if he performs, that's fine." Because Jordan's not going to have him on this team if there's potential that Rodman could fuck up a finals performance for him.
Yeah.
Jordan would have gotten rid of, would have made sure Draymond's ass would have been off that team a
Yeah.
long time
But
ago.
I mean, I got it. I'm trying to think back almost 30 years, but this was Rodman's 3rd, 4th team when he went to the Bulls?
I
Because
think so.
wasn't he
It was a
a
Pistons
Piston?
and something else, and then I
He
think the
played for the
Bulls.
Mavericks for, like, a little bit, and then
And
I
then
think didn't he play for did he play for San Antonio?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I mean, that I think that was after he left the Bulls,
After he
though.
left the Bulls, he went to San
Yeah,
Antonio, I think.
after Jordan left, yeah, like, Rodman played for
Right,
everywhere, so
right. It's hard to remember because he did play, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think Steph is
like, Steph doesn't have him in there to charge up Draymond and tell him to knock his shit off and really, like, I don't see Steph trying to punk Draymond
yeah.
into getting him to shut up and, like and
No,
not act out in the situation, so Steph's like, "Let me just do what I need to do to get this motherfucker off my team."
probably. That's what I was kinda trying to go with is I don't know if Steph Curry is
He's not a tough guy.
the tough
He's
leader guy
definitely
like with Jordan, with LeBron, with Kobe, you weren't doing that shit,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, Kobe definitely wouldn't have put up with Draymond shit.
No. No.
Like
No.
at the point where he got his 3rd suspension in the 2 weeks and the NBA was, suspending him indefinitely, Kobe would have been talking to the owners in this time, he better not be on my team when he gets back.
Right. Right. Yeah. But I think that's the I with a Kobe or a LeBron or, whatever top great you wanna put them up there, I think that's the thing is they can take somebody like Draymond Green and say, "We don't want you here, and we can still win without you." But I don't know if you don't put the right pieces around Steph Curry, is he going to be able to win championships without a supporting cast of
I mean, but,
specifically
can you really do I mean, you need the supporting cast in the NBA, like, what I mean, LeBron's probably the only one that really won without, like, a sufficient
well,
supporting
I mean, he
cast.
took Cleveland to
But I
the
mean but even
finals
I think
when
he
it
still had Kyrie in that
right,
supporting cast. It was
his
LeBron, Kyrie, and then a bunch of other guys, but at least Jordan had guys,
well,
Bird had
I'm
guys,
not
like
talking about the Cavs team where he had Love and Irving. I'm
mm,
talking about, like, there was one finals where I think they got swept by the Spurs,
that's what I'm saying.
but it was LeBron,
Yeah,
and I can't tell you who the other starting 4
I
were.
mean, here's the thing, a player can get you there, but a team's gonna win it.
Right,
I mean,
but
that's really what it
I'm
is.
saying you put LeBron James on any team in his prime, and they're going to be a championship caliber team. I don't
Yeah,
think you could take Steph Curry off of the Warriors and put him anywhere. Not saying that he's not gonna help, but I don't think you could just stick him in Orlando and be like, "Oh, they're a championship contender now."
I mean It depends, man. It depends on the coach too. Because I mean, hell, you could say that for Jordan because Jordan for his like first 6
You
years,
take that shit back,
I
though.
mean, they weren't a championship level team, or they
Right,
got
but
to the conference
yeah,
finals and then they got bounced, and it wasn't until they were able to put the players around him in both runs
yeah,
that he really was dominated. He's like, all right, I can dominate, but I can't do everything.
right.
So boom, Rodman, I need you on the board. Yeah, I need you running the offense, and I need this guy,
I
playing.
well, I
Not,
think
and he's
though
got scoring in the defense.
yeah, but I think that was, like that era of basketball was a lot more physical, so I think you can get away with more of, like, if you took a Jordan or a LeBron in their prime with this day's NBA, they're an immediate, you know, championship contending team.
Maybe, but I also feel like they'd be with their style, they would have been in a lot of foul trouble
Yeah,
early.
right,
It'd have been like,
right.
"Hey, we're gonna need you to dial back on this defense."
I just yeah, but it's like you take the '06 Heat that when it was Wade, Bosh, and LeBron
Mm,
in an late '80s, early '90s NBA. I don't
okay,
know
but
if
imagine Bosh getting thrown out in one of the in the finals.
r well, yeah, yeah.
Do they keep Bosh around?
No, because he
That
was
I
the
mean,
3rd guy well, he was the 3rd
that
guy on the
man,
team.
but that's my thing though. Like the 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 Warriors have kept Draymond on the team way longer than they probably should have,
Well, but
only because he
yeah,
makes them a better team,
that's
and
what
they
I'm
don't have
thinking,
anybody
yeah.
that can fill his role.
The
But I've been at the point where, like, I don't know, I don't know what's up with him, but he can't. You can't keep you can't keep having stuff like this. Like,
it's kinda gone a
yeah,
little bit too far at this point, but, that's the only thing I can think of is that the Warriors organization doesn't think that they can win without him, like a championship, and it's kinda proven because when he's out, they don't play very well.
yeah,
Well, I mean, they play well, but it's not
yeah.
like you said, they're kind of in the play-in right
They
now.
need they need another tough guy, and Draymond's
Well
their tough guy, but he's too tough of a guy that he's constantly getting them in trouble.
I think the other thing too is it's father time is catching up because Draymond's in his mid-30s,
I
I
think
think,
so. Yeah,
and then Steph is not young either.
that's true.
So, maybe this is like, "Okay, you're not" but then you pull him out and so I don't know what you do here.
He's 34,
Okay, so he doesn't have too much left, I wouldn't think, in the tank.
and Steph is 36.
Right, so
Steph's got at best. You know what? I take that back. Since his whole style is shooting, it's one of those things. He can stay in the league a lot longer than you would expect, as long
yeah.
as he can keep his shot. Draymond, he can't keep playing like he does, like
No, he'll
deep
start
in his
wearing
thirties.
down. I mean, eventually, like, the body's gonna start not
But
reacting.
I kind of want to. Okay, let me ask you this: over under Steph play. He's 36 now. All right. Do you think Steph could play past 40, 41?
No.
That's 5 years. Can he make it in the league as just make it in the league through 41 through in his 40s and be like a part like a decent part of a game plan?
No, because I don't think he can keep up with the speed of the game at that age is
Doesn't don't need to be. We just need you to get there, like run through your screens and knock down shots.
maybe.
I
mean,
mean,
it's possible
I
because
mean,
he's
how? Yeah, he's gonna slow down. Yeah, he can be less physical, but does the shot really go away with age?
no, I mean, I guess not, but
I
I
mean, Larry Bird is out there, can still walk out on the court and
right.
just hit shots.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard a story about Bird going into I think it was I don't know if he's still with the Pacers organization or when he was, but went into practice and just drained like 6 threes in a row and then left, and
Yeah,
everybody was like, "That's fucking Larry Bird."
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
I still love that
I think,
story of
man.
the when he was like, "Y'all disrespecting me putting this white dude on me. You know this white dude can't guard me."
Larry Bird, you feeling disrespected by
Eh,
the white dude.
well, he kept yelling at it at, Chuck Charles at Barkley, and Barkley's like, "Man, we ain't disrespecting you," and he's like, "Yeah, you are. You got this white dude guarding me. You know he can't guard me."
I do that is one of my favorite YouTube lanes, is those shorts of just people to do it, and Larry Bird stories of him just talking mad shit to
Yeah.
people, and then backing it up, like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, I don't think the younger generation has any idea how cold Larry Bird really was.
my favorite one is they're making some run, and the dude that's guard they're like, it's off season or whatever, but they're doing something, and so this dude's trying to guard Larry Bird, and so as dude's guarding Larry Bird, he calls his spot and his shot, and he just goes, "Alright, baseline, turn around, fade away." Does his thing, beats the dude, turns around, fades fade away, just trades it, comes back down. He's like, Imma catch the pass, spot up, hit it at the elbow. Boom, hits that." And
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
every single one of his
That
points. He was like,
yeah.
"What the fuck is going on?"
That reminds me of a Nate Newton story I heard because Nate Newton and, Warren Sapp are kinda from same area, I think, Florida,
Mhm.
and I wanna say he was saying it was, Sapp's rookie year, and he hit up Nate, and he was like, "Tell your boy Larry I'm coming for him," Larry Allen, and he goes, "You really want me to?" And he goes, "Yeah, tell him I'm coming for him." And he goes, "Alright." So he told him, and Larry just he said he just kinda, laughed at him. But when it came game time, he didn't let Warren Sapp do shit.
No.
And he said that he started telling him where he was gonna put him. He's like, "Hey, Emmett's gonna run up the middle. Imma move you over here," and just started moving him. And he said after the game, Sapp came up to Newton, he's like, "Man, that's a bad dude right there."
Yes. I mean, the fact that, like, he would they would literally line up most of their people on the other side of the line just so they could, like,
Yeah,
avoid getting around him.
yeah, yeah, that offensive line that the Cowboys had with that Eric Williams and Larry Allen and Stepnoski and
Oh,
just all those guys, it's like, "Yeah, we're gonna do whatever we want to, and there's nothing you can do about it."
oh, yes, dude.
So, anyway, so you said you had something about
Okay,
yeah,
bro, I saw
a
the
TV show
worst
death or
de
something?
yes, the
Okay.
worst TV show death I have ever seen. Alright?
Really?
Bro, okay,
Let
there's
me try
this
to think of what I think the worst
okay, okay,
TV show death
okay, okay,
was. There was a episode of The Walking Dead
alright.
where the guy from Everybody Loves Chris.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, I was so mad that punk ass motherfucker left Chris in that little
That's
turn
that's
thing, and then
what
they
and
yes,
you just see his face get smushed up against the glass as he's
yes.
getting eaten,
Oh,
and I was like, I remember that one very
okay.
specifically.
This
So,
one, way worse.
okay.
So, basically, this show, Fall of House Usher, every episode is based on like some Edgar Allan Poe,
Novel.
novel or short story or
Yeah.
poem or something like that. But there's this one where spoiler alert. So just know now, I'm talking give you
Is
crazy
this
details about this show, so skip
is this
ahead
show
like 2, 3
new?
minutes. Kinda,
Okay.
somewhat. It came out
So,
within the last month or 2.
spoiler alert
Yeah,
for
if
what
you
is
wanna
it?
Fall of House
Fall
Usher.
fall of Fall
House
of the House
Usher,
of Opinion, okay.
alright? So, alright, in this happens in the 2nd episode. Youngest son, he wants to throw the craziest, like, orgy sex party ever or whatever, and he finds this old, like, abandoned, like, pill processing plant, has a
A
DJ
pill
in there.
processing
Yeah, well, it's
like,
just an
for
open area,
oh,
everything's
okay.
shut down and stuff like that on there, and so, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna be passing out a shit ton of drugs and stuff like that. I want everybody high as shit, and then right before, like, when all the drugs that kick in and stuff like that, we're getting everybody nice and naked. I want the sprinkler system to come on and just douse everybody with water."
Okay.
Alright? So they're like, "Hey, we got these tanks on the roof. Boom, let's hook up to these tanks and hook them into the water line, so boom, when it comes
Right.
on, we got it." Alright? So, party's going on, everything's going, people are high as shit, they're naked, they're feeling on each other, everything's about to get really crazy. They kick on the sprinkler system. Turns out this was a product testing plant, and The vats up there were filled with a bunch of super corrosive, byproduct from all this test. So when they kick on the sprinklers, all these high, naked, horny motherfuckers just get doused with this fucking corrosive, like, acidy
Oh, shit.
liquid and just burns everybody there to death. So, yes, being on ecstasy, horny, and naked, and then being
And then all of
poured
a sudden,
doused in acid, super shitty.
damn.
Super shitty.
But does it top the scene from RoboCop?
Oh,
You don't
which one?
remember?
Which
So it's like
one?
right at the end of the movie, one of the bad guys is
I
I
remember
don't
he shoots the dude off the wall.
yeah, there was one dude that gets, like, doused in some kind of radioactive sludge material, and when he comes out, his, like, skin is dripping off of the side of his face.
What?
You don't remember that part? And then
Hold
the
on.
dude runs him over with the truck, and he, like, splatters all over the window?
What? No, I don't
You
remember
don't
this.
remember this scene.
Oh, hold on. 1987 toxic waste scene. Hold on. All right, we may not be able to show
Now
this
do
on
the
a,
do the copyright? We
but
will not
hold
be
on.
able to
We can
play
at least
this.
still watch this. We can like hold on. I got to see this.
Yeah, you watch it.
This is crazy. What?
Oh, mute it.
Do I have to mute it?
I think so.
Okay. Well, it's coming from there, so I can always cut it too.
Yeah, yeah,
Boom.
yeah. Okay. So
Here we go. Here we go.
so this dude right here,
All right.
and he lands into the toxic waste,
Oh, all right. All right.
completely covers inside of the truck.
Oh, that sucks.
Homeboy comes out, and he is
Yeah.
fucked up.
Okay. No, no, no. Okay. This
Well,
is no, not
but
as bad.
look at his hands
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and watch his
Still not as
face.
bad.
Well, he's about to.
Yeah. Hold on. You see this?
Right, there's
Oh yeah.
so homeboy comes in with the Chrysler 300,
Okay.
6,000,
Chrysler 6000
something like that,
with the fucking jet engine
yeah,
exhaust in the back.
and he's a oh wait, no, this is not the part. But
What?
anyway,
No.
homeboy gets yeah, yeah,
Oh, he's grabbing all up on
ah,
him.
ah,
Ew.
and then
Oh, he's running from him. He's running from him. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
right here,
This is
and then
great.
blech,
Bam! I'm gonna tell you right now.
other
Fall of
scene.
House Usher still works. Because think about this. Think about being about to be, think of craziest sex fantasy you're ever about to have. All right. You're naked, junk's out, about to have this, and the next thing you know, your junk is on fire.
No,
That's how you can't tell me that's not worse than this.
I think it's good that I never did that shit when I was younger. Like, hey, do you want to go to abandoned warehouse for a orgy party? Because I think I would have walked into there and been like, mm-mm, no, I'm out.
No, man, it was super exclusive. Like you see models in there, famous
Did you
people.
did the people know that they were going to eventually turn the sprinkler system on, or was that like a surprise?
That was gonna be the surprise for
Oh,
everybody. So it was
surprise!
basically it was supposed to be this crazy party. Everybody walks in, boom, and they're drug, sex. Everybody's wearing supposed to. They can wear masks or they cannot wear masks. There's no cameras. No all phones and everything's
Right,
checked
right,
at the
right.
door. It's invite only. But this dude was secretly taking video of everybody for blackmail and stuff later. But still, that's a whole other thing.
Well, he probably didn't get out.
Oh nope. And then water comes down. Everybody's naked, burning alive. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like that is easily at best I can think of, definitely top 3 to 5, like, worst TV
Worst
show
TV
death.
show deaths you've ever seen?
Yes.
I guess but it's
But
uh-huh.
just think of the naked hump of people too, that were
Right,
just left
right.
in there, just
Price
melting on
price
top of each
price
other.
smelled great. Just yeah.
Oh, it was so bad.
And it is it kinda like, Black Mirror where it's each episode is different?
Yes, actually, each episode is different because it's basically about how this family kind of falls apart and why, and it's super weird, and in every episode, there's a different death. So, it's interesting.
I have to
It's
check it out.
interesting.
I'm behind on shows. I just, caught up on Invincible so good,
Yes.
so good.
Man, I had to yell at I was yelling at one of my other, coaches the other day 'cause about Invincible.
You were yelling at him?
Well, not yelling at him,
Oh,
but he's a young kid, and he's too, how should I say it? He's got young tastes in what he wants out of his shows.
I don't
Yeah,
like
so
like what?
he was like, "Ah, I hate this. There's too much about this relationship." 'Cause you know how Invincible, he's trying to have a normal relationship, and he's like, he hates the whole teen angst, part of the show
Well,
so
so
much. But I was
if
like, "The
yeah,
motherfucker's a teenager. Like, why
yeah,
would he not?"
it's
So
the I think that so Robert Kirkman is the one that did, and somebody else, I don't remember, but Robert Kirkman's,
mm,
uh,
either show
Walking
creator or
Walking Dead.
yeah.
And I felt like that was the whole point of the series of Invincible is let's do what people would really be like if these
Yes.
superheroes
Yep.
existed and not this, oh, well, Superman can fight Doomsday in Metropolis and nobody dies,
Yeah.
even though he's thrown them through like
20
55
buildings.
buildings. And yeah,
Yes.
no,
So, I do Imma need to see Invincible win a fucking fight, cause I am tired. He is just, "Bro, you are way too strong to be constantly getting your ass beat like this."
well,
Cause if
did,
I'm doing
yeah,
this and I'm getting my ass whooped to the point that he gets his ass whooped constantly, I don't know if I wanna be a superhero anymore. Like, every
yeah.
couple of episodes, he gets the absolute shit beat out of him, like,
So
teeth
did you
missing,
watch
eyes swollen.
last week's?
Yes, this is true.
Okay, so I'm not
I
gonna say a lot, but I feel like that this was the whole build up to the point
Yes.
was that, well, I'm not gonna spoil this because it is a big part of the whole story, but it's you kinda feel like he's like, I gotta start doing some shit. I gotta start
Yes.
lifting weights. I gotta start doing
Yes.
something, creatine,
Ugh.
because he is getting his ass
Yes,
beat a
have that
lot.
man visit Barry Bonds or something like that. Get him on
Man,
that shit.
go get you a trainer, go find you
Yes,
Mike Tyson, go find somebody because you need to learn how to fight a little bit better and
yes,
quit getting your ass kicked.
this is true. Like, you supposed to be so strong, and every time I look up, people are just got you planted into the ground.
Right, but if
Like, literally
yeah,
planted into the goddamn
mhm,
ground.
but if you are an adult and you like superhero shit and you're a little worried about it being animated, don't, because it is definitely a mature rated show and it's fucking great.
Oh,
Like,
oh, yes.
it just sucks because I think that was the finale.
Was it?
I think so.
Man, I don't know, like, I'm tired of these, like, 8 episode seasons,
It
man.
would be fine if it was every year, but I think there was almost a 3, 4 year gap between season 1 and season 2.
Yeah,
Now, I
something
know
like
COVID had a lot to do with that because I think the first season of Invincible came out in
no.
19, I think, no?
No, 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 1st season of Invincible came out during COVID.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
it was probably in post-production, they
Mhm.
were wrapping it up, and then we know we get the delay, but it was like 4 episodes part 1, and then they
Yes.
made us wait 3 something months for part 2, and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Man,
That's what I'm saying, like, don't make me wait that long for
no."
4 episodes?
I like how
Like
they do, The Boys because I think last season they gave us, like, the first 3 episodes and then did 1 a week after that.
yes, yeah, 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 I'm fine with that, I'm
Yeah.
fine, get me into it, and then I can at least wait.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
shockingly good show too, Gen V.
I hadn't watched it. One of the actors of that show, I think, recently just passed away. I remember seeing,
Shit,
an article about,
I
uh
didn't know that.
yeah. I haven't seen Gen V yet. I haven't seen The Boys Diabolical, I think is what it's called. I haven't seen either one of those. So I'm like I said, I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, shit! Oh, man, this guy died?
Mm, I
Oh,
guess so.
man, yeah, so the actor's name is Chance, Perdomo. Oh, man, okay. I wonder how they're gonna write around this.
Is he like one
He's an
of the
important
main
character.
he's the what?
He's an important character.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I guess
shit.
they'll recast. I'm not sure if it was picked back up for a second season or not.
Oh, that
So,
sucks.
but I love The Boys, so I definitely want to check that
But
out.
here's the thing, I don't know why they wouldn't or just have it kind of run both they could run concurrently, or they like because they parallel because
Yeah.
fucking Homelander shows up at the end of Gen V.
Okay. Well, I'll have to check it out. Maybe they do. Maybe they just. I mean, if anybody has seen The Boys, it's easy to write off a character because people die all the time. So they
That's
could
true.
just say that he was killed elsewhere. I don't know. That's kind of a one of those situations that doesn't come up often.
Oh
But
yeah.
when they have to like write off a character, it's usually they just kill them.
They can just I mean, they
Yeah.
could say Homelander killed him. They could say
Right.
Homelander killed anybody and it would
Homelander
fucking
found
work.
him, killed him, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh shit,
So
man. That's all right. So, other news. Have you okay. Craziest fucking thing. Want to get your thoughts about
yeah.
this. So, you remember how dad was here a few weeks
Mhm.
ago
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
him on the podcast and all that stuff. So, he needs a kidney transplant, all that kind of stuff.
Right. Right.
So, turns out they have just uh done some experience where they put a pig kidney in a dude.
I'm not surprised by
They
that.
transplanted,
Yeah.
like, a genetically altered pig kidney into this guy. He's alive, been doing fine for the last 2 weeks, just got discharged from the hospital, and so
Mm.
I'm just like, "Interesting, interesting."
I mean, I think aren't they so one, I that makes sense because I've heard where they can use pig heart valves as replacement in human heart valves.
Okay.
But then it's only gonna, I think, be a matter of time before they're genetically growing
That
body
well,
parts.
Imma need them to speed this up before I end up on that fucking
Right.
list. So, I'm not
Well,
trying to wait 7 years on fucking dialysis while you guys figure this
well,
shit the
let's
fuck
hope
out.
you don't get to that point
Hell
because
yeah,
they
man.
caught it early
Yeah.
for you and
This is true. I'm trying to put it off as long as I can, but hey, I'm just saying, in so I'm 38 now. Let's say, another 30
so wait,
years.
it's still a possibility you might have to end up on dialysis and
I
need a
mean,
kidney
yeah,
transplant?
fuck if it gets too bad along the way. Like, cause it's not you can slow it down,
So
but it doesn't
yeah.
necessarily stop.
So is it your kidney or your body that's affecting the kidneys? So, like, if you got another
Uh,
kidney.
so basically it's just shitty kidneys,
Okay.
basically. Yeah, yeah. I'd say it's it's the fact that I have shitty
So
kidneys.
we need to so they need to, like that's probably what it's gonna be is, like, "Hey, I need a kidney transplant." "Alright, well, we're gonna start growing you one. It'll be ready in 3 to 4 months," and, that's
Be
I could
nice.
see it.
Oh, it'd be like, "Oh, wasn't that, what movie was that?"
What movie?
There was it The Island? Dude, there was a movie with a bunch of clones that were sitting on,
Where they were
basic
making people for body parts? Oh, I
Yes!
hadn't seen that.
Dude, so there's this movie. I think what is it, oh, fuck, what the hell is her name? I think it's called The Island, where every couple of weeks or something like that, people would win and, they would win like a lottery or something like that. And they'd be like, "Hey, you're getting picked. You're gonna go to here and live a great life and do all this and that and the other."
And they're like, "Psych."
Yeah, and they disappear and you never see them again. Yes, yes, it is. Holy shit! 2005, The Island. There
Oh,
it
with,
is.
is
Um,
that, Scarlett Johansson?
yes, with Scarlett Johansson. Turns out they were growing these people for these people who had these diseases and shit, and then when they needed their body part, those people won the lottery and got killed and harvested for fucking organs.
I mean, aren't there, like, some.
But these 2 clones escaped.
Oh,
Yeah.
nope.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think I remembered seeing that. Damn, that movie's 20 years old.
Yeah, dude.
Almost.
Yeah.
You know, it that I feel so I feel so old, like, when,
Oh, yeah.
The Matrix had its 20 year or whatever, and now they're doing Matrix 5.
Dude. I just think about this. 1994 was 30 years ago, bro.
Shut up.
Hold on. I just wanna see what was the number 1 song
In
for
1994,
1994? The number 1 song was oh my god,
Baby Got Back? No,
fucking Ace of Base,
oh, hell yeah.
The Sign. I Saw the Sign
And
was
it
the number
opened,
1
yeah.
song 30 goddamn years ago this year.
Speaking of that, I think
Ooh, guess who number 3 was?
uh
So number 2
Tootsie Roll?
I Swear. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
swear, but and this must have been the year of R&B, because very next right after that, Boys to Men.
Oh,
I'll make love
90s.
to you
I mean, 90s
if
was
you want me to. Hey, that
ni
was a fucking do you know
nine
how many
90s
times I've heard
was
that song?
like, 90s was pretty deep, but, I mean, Boyz II Men was a big part of that, but, like, you had Brian McKnight,
Oh, yeah.
you had, well, was Casey and JoJo in 90s or, like, early I think they started 98.
Oh, man.
God dang. I'm starting to hear the music that we
Bump and Grind,
oh, shit.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my god. I'm just looking at the songs for oh my god. Regulators came out 30 years ago.
Damn.
Fucking Nate Orgy and Nate Talk. 30 years ago this song came.
I mean, I'm starting to hear shit that we listened to growing up on the classic stations now.
Oh, we're fucking it's oldies now, man.
Yep,
Our s our
yep.
our songs are now vintage. Pretty soon, man, you're gonna see cassette tapes and CDs start coming back.
I don't remember who I was talking to at work, but I was trying to explain what a Sam Goody was to somebody.
I used to go to that motherfucker every Tuesday. Because that's when all the albums came out. I used to fucking stay at fucking
They
Sam Goody.
they were just like, there was, "What do you mean a music store? Like, online?" I'm like, "No."
A
There was a
physical
physical
store.
store in the mall that would sell these things called CDs,
Mhm.
and if you go further back, they had cassettes. Actually,
Uh,
I don't
for a while it was cassettes, then they had the Switch. Then there was some where you could buy.
still get vinyls, I think, maybe?
It was very rarely at that time could you had to go still had to very rarely you could find vinyls. But I remember some albums, they would sell the CD cassette combo.
Right, because
So
you may have a
yes.
CD player at home, but you still have the cassette player in the car,
Yes.
or vice versa,
Yes.
somehow. So,
That's like seeing it dude, you know what that reminds me of too? The old school fucking, DVD VHS combo TVs.
man, if you can find just a damn DVD player
Oh my
anymore,
god.
it's and now you can go get, like, Blu-ray players for less than $60 or some shit
Oh,
like that.
shit, I'd be shocked if they're even that much. I mean, do people even still watch movies on discs
Yes,
anymore?
yes, so there are UHD DV or UHD Blu-ray whatevers now. Um, our buddy Blaine actually got the Lord of the Rings set, and it's, like, supposed to be phenomenal looking,
Interesting.
but there's not a lot of UHD Blu-ray players. However, the PlayStation 5 happens to be one, so wanna see. It's something to do he was explaining it to me, it's something to do with, like, streaming data is un uncompressed. I don't know. It's the way, like, the data's coming in,
Mhm.
it's not gonna be as clean as if you have it on a
Oh, yeah, where it's
on
coming
a
because it's
yeah,
streaming, getting compressed at
yeah,
some point
yeah.
when it comes in because they gotta get over the lines. Here, they're able to
Mhm.
pull it directly off
Directly
the
from the
media.
disc, and it's a higher quality version or whatever, some shit like
That
that, I don't
makes
know.
sense. I'm just shocked people still even just use or watch fucking
I
discs,
think
shit on
yeah,
discs. I
yeah,
mean, nothing has a disc player now. We're fucking old, Neil. All the technology from our childhood is obsolete.
unless you get a console. I mean, get you a PS5. That's about it.
We're the last holdovers, Neil.
Alright, y'all. Well, we're old as fuck. Thank you for, joining in this week, and,
Thank you for making me feel shitty about
thanks.
aging.
Yeah, great.
Peace.